We've got Danny Hoyt, our game Battle of the Sexes, and our nightcap Go Wide-r Cider today on It's Complicated.
You're listening to It's Complicated with your hosts Jennifer Golden and Lauren Leonelli, coming to you live from the AfterBuzz TV studios in Los Angeles, California.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of It's Complicated.
The struggle is real when you're dating in the city.
I'm Lauren.
And I am Jen. And tonight, our nightcap is the Go Wide-r Cider. See what we did there? It's reporter-like cider and no Nosotros tequila, because nothing is more American than cracking open a beer and watching the game. But we like to add, the hard stuff to things. So we threw in some of our favorite No Nosotros tequila because our drink should be like our favorite quarterback, Tom Brady. Pretty and strong. And speaking
even
of
though
football,
he's
guys,
not doing very well right now, but that's
it's okay.
neither here nor
It's
there.
fine. You know, he's got to take a break from being awesome all the time, maybe. But our guest tonight is the LA Chargers host, Danny Hoyt.
Yes, you guys. He is here.
He is here. And we actually met him right here at AfterBuzz TV.
Yes.
And since then, he's hosted a variety of things and for major clients across sports, tech, fashion, automotive, travel, food, reality, all the things, guys, music, everything. And whether it's in front of a camera or a crowd of thousands, Danny engages his audience and brings infectious life to every event and show he hosts.
Yes, and you can currently watch Danny host as a live event MC for the Chargers now that they're here in good old Los Angeles on the Big Ten Network, which also is covering Super Bowl 48.
Just that.
So that's Justin Timberlake, everyone also.
Right.
Just in case you're
Just
wondering.
the countdown
and
to Justin
probably
Timberlake.
also Tom Brady, I'm just saying.
Because that always happens.
And that too.
Right.
And you have also previously seen Danny all over the places as well, like on NBC, CBS, Fox, History Channel, and all around LA hosting live shows too.
And guys, we have him here in the studio right
Here
now.
he is, drinking.
Welcome to the show, Danny.
Hello, Danny.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good.
We are great. Thank you
Guys,
for
I've
taking
been
time out.
in AfterBuzz a million times, and I've never had tequila in AfterBuzz. This is the first time.
What?
I know.
It's Go Wide-r Cider.
Is
Just for
that
you.
am I that rare? Is that not normal?
I mean,
To not be drinking at AfterBuzz?
Yeah.
I
Not
think
for
we actually
us.
started the trend a really long time
Well,
ago.
you guys were the two drunk girls. Or
Yeah, still are.
Still are.
Yeah.
Still drunk.
we've melded the two things together because we still drink and talk.
Well, I
and
guess
that's
what I mean is
basically-
I met you as
Yes.
like
Right.
the two drunk girls.
Yes.
Yes, and now look at us.
And
Aren't
now
you so
we're
proud?
three drunk girls.
Now we have our own
Hi,
mugs.
babes.
And we have our own mugs.
Yeah. I don't get to keep this though, do I?
No.
You can buy one, though,
See how
online.
quick they say-
I mean,
No.
yes, you can.
Wink, wink.
Wink,
It's
wink.
a party
Guys, thanks for
favor.
having me. This is awesome.
Thank you for coming,
Yeah.
and we have you in here, and we just think, what we really need to say is, we need to talk. Is that like not your worst fear?
Yeah. You know what? The last time I heard that,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. How about that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But we're going to talk to you right now because our guests, they email us, they notify us, they send us messages, they have questions, and we answer them. We try to be as real as we possibly can. So we are going to talk to you about what they're asking us, and we would love for you to chime in. And this week, our question comes from Jessica in LA, and she asks, how do I stop going after the confident player type?
Of course, this person's in LA.
Because it's littered with the confident player type, but we thought it was appropriate also because you're probably around a lot of those types potentially, and we
Those
think
sports
you might
guys.
have a little bit of knowledge on this. I personally just think you can't really stop yourself from being attracted to what you're attracted to, but I think that you have to compartmentalize. My advice is something that makes someone confident and something that makes someone a player, they can be like not easy to identify, but they can be two separate things. So like what makes somebody confident? Like maybe they're really good at their job, or maybe they're very like, they have a really nice social aspect. Like those things, pay attention to those things and not the other things that you're confusing with confidence, like being a dick or like a womanizer or whatever you think. They're not two of the same things. So I would say try and be specific about what you can differentiate confidence is for yourself or in a guy.
Well said.
Yeah. What do you think?
As someone who has definitely had times in my life where I've been a confident, arrogant dick, and I don't like the word player, but I definitely have had I was a little bit of that guy back in the day. So like I can identify with what that was, and as someone who would like to think I'm not that guy now. I'm dating somebody and very happy and still a confident guy. I think it's a very careful line to walk. And I think they are, you kind of said it, but they're two different things.
Yeah.
Not every confident guy is a player. Not every player is confident.
True.
And, I think that understanding yourself is something that separates those, and it takes a little bit of trial and error, which sucks because oftentimes that means it leaves a trail of girls, or vice versa. There's girls that are the same thing, of guys that are hurt. It leaves a trail of people that are hurt.
Yeah.
And oftentimes we see these people that are hurting people are hurt themselves. You know the old adage, but it's like hurt people hurt people.
Sure.
And so, really, what is it? Is it this person being a confident player? Do they really want to be that, or did it happen because maybe their path has led them to some interesting situations?
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean we give them a password because it's not okay.
True.
But understanding where that person has been, and I think I'm going kind of deep here, right?
No, I think
for
you're
it.
have the ability to empathize because you can say like, well, why are you treating people like this?
Right. And what's crazy is like, my buddy Caleb's here with us. He's sitting in the corner. You guys can't see him on the camera, but we had an hour drive in traffic, actually a little longer because there was an accident. But
And because we're in LA.
And because we're in LA.
Yeah.
It's typical. But we were actually talking about this in the car of like, a lot of people, like with social media, things happen so fast now. Like somebody slides into somebody's DMs, and then 2 days later they're grabbing drinks, and then a week later they're hanging out and they're introducing friends and they're all at a bar, but they miss the red flags that a lot of us saw growing up before there was a lot of like Instagram flirting and Facebook and all these things, because we talked on the phone or we hung out in groups, and you get to see the progression of a relationship build. Where it happens so fast now, you miss these red flags where somebody may have seen that this guy he has a little bit of playerish tendencies.
Yeah.
And so it's a very difficult thing to navigate now.
Right.
Nobody's perfect at it. I wouldn't say that I've figured it out. However, the trial and error of time of dating people, like I said, unfortunately leaves some hurt people, but that is kind of how you have to figure it out.
Yeah. And
I feel like
it's a long answer, but
I have a metal detector for this at this point, like in my mind. Like I can sense it pretty quickly if someone I can tell has like some odd thing going on where I'm like, oh, yeah, that guy doesn't want a real relationship. This is like that he's not ready yet. But I do think as far as the advice goes for this person, along with compartmentalizing and all of this, is that why do you like that person? Like, is it because you're not really ready for a relationship? Like, is it because you like the chase? Do you not think you deserve a real relationship? I do think that maybe if that's your only type, that you might have to do some soul searching, because at the end of the day, they're all the same. Like, if it's the same over and over again, that's the definition of insanity.
Why
so you
are
gotta
you
kinda dig deep.
attracting that type of person?
Maybe you're not ready and you're putting that out there, or maybe you're playing games and so you're getting people that also play games because you're not really ready to be vulnerable and open, and maybe that's what's happening.
What's that saying? We attract the love, we give the love, we
Oh,
think
I don't
we
know.
No, I'm
deserve.
terrible at sayings, but I'd like to know this one.
I know
She is really bad, but I don't know that
I
one.
think it's like we give the love we think we deserve, or we.
I
something
know
like
what you're
that.
Something
yeah.
along those
But
lines.
that's basically what
Yeah.
you're saying is like what you maybe not realize it, but you're attracting the people and going after the people that you feel like you deserve. And so maybe you're right. There's some inner reflecting, Jessica, that needs to happen.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah, we all
We
have.
all have.
So
Jessica.
Jessica, I hope you take every single one of our.
But we're not
long-winded
saying
answers.
it's your fault, Jessica.
No, it's not.
No.
There's some a-holes.
Also,
There
Ella.
sure are.
Don't
Yes.
date him. If you
Don't.
get one inkling that he's an a-hole, you're probably right. Trust your gut.
Yeah,
I
that's true.
agree with that,
That's
too.
true. I think that's true.
100%.
Okay, and don't forget to connect with us on all the socials at Complicated Show, where you can send us questions and comments and keep the conversation going.
Just like Jessica did.
Thank you, Jessica.
So we're going to pack up our emotional baggage right now and meet our favorite celebrities in baggage claim.
Do you believe in the magic of Christmas, everybody? Because it sounds like cuffing season is in full effect for Selena and Justin.
And that they might be getting engaged at some point,
Guys,
if not already.
so they're
Who
like-
knows? They could be married in Hollywood standards. Like, we could have just blinked and it happened.
Listen, they are back together.
Yeah.
Selena broke up with The Weeknd like a while ago, and now she's like
Couple
been
weekends ago.
a couple weekends ago she's been seen with Justin Bieber.
I want my new name to be like a saying
Yeah,
or like a noun. Like The Weeknd.
yeah.
Like, I'm the golden.
I mean,
Or-
you had arguably one of the best nicknames ever.
I know.
You kind of had to change it, but it was one of my favorites. You're still on my
Jen
phone.
the Jew.
Jen
is
the Jew.
best.
Yeah,
I don't
guess
think
that's
that-
fine.
Yeah.
It's like Alexander the Great. I was Jen the Jew.
One time I was like mentioning you to my mom or something like that.
Oh, well, thank you.
And she was like, you can't say that about your friends. Like, no, Mom, she calls herself that. Like, that's her own nickname.
Yeah, it actually got to the point where my mom and dad both said that to me. They're like, I don't think this is okay.
And you're like, yes, it
our
is.
family members see this and they're not thrilled. And I was like, they need senses of humor. So
It's not a. It's
and
just,
then I was like, oh wait, people
it's
will
just
put
a
it on
fact.
TV, so I should probably change it.
It's a fact, everyone.
I
It's
am
not like we're
Jewish.
calling you Jen the Trump. I mean, you know.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm saying it's not. It's just a fact. It's
Yeah.
nothing.
Right, I'm also not a Trump. You are correct.
And that too. But anyway, back to Justin and Selena.
Yeah.
So she was interviewed recently just saying things like, I mean, you guys, like, I'm not 18, I'm 25. Like, oh my God, you're so old. So she's like, I can make these decisions now. Like, I've reflected back on my past and now I know, like, the people that you care about, you'll always care about. And it sounds like she's kind of justifying, like, maybe this decision may have been bad in the past to be with him, but if she's with him again, she's so much older and wiser, and she obviously cares about him. So she alludes to that as sort of her reasoning. And then Justin was seen, and someone asked him, paparazzi asked him if he was getting engaged, and he smiled. He didn't say no, and he didn't say yes.
That means
but he
they're
smiled.
already married.
So that means they're already fucking married, and that's what's happening. So we'll see if we see he put a ring on it or not. Maybe it's a Christmas.
Danny, do you want to see them get engaged?
I think that'd be awesome. There's something really special about letting something go and it coming back.
Yeah.
I recently kind of had the same kind of situation.
Tell us about that.
Yes.
We're talking about JB and Selena right now. Let's focus on that.
All right,
We'll get into that.
We
Okay,
will.
all right. We'll get into that, but we want to talk about letting things go and bringing them back.
I would love to see it. I love Justin. He's a great kid, and I think the world of Selena, and if they found something amazing and it's worth coming back to and actually exploring again, then there's probably enough there that, like, go for it, risk it.
I mean, I also think it's like the thing we all want to happen. Like,
Yeah.
we get so sad when like these couples break up in Hollywood, because then it's like, wait, if they're so perfect and they break
Yes.
up, like, how am I gonna
Like
what?
Chris Pratt recently, that one floored me a little bit.
We had a field day with that. But
That was sad.
so to see people come back together is like that fairy tale thing that's happening, and I think it gives us all the hope again. And it's like, listen, there's fires, there's Trump, there's Israel, there's a whole lot of shit going on. So if Selena and Justin get engaged, I think it would be a nice break, because then true love does exist.
Yeah.
And they found each other.
Maybe it'll be a Christmas miracle. You
Maybe
never
it'll
know.
be a Christmas miracle. I also am a little hesitant. I always like a romantic ending because I love stuff like that. But it's called a breakup for a reason. So.
Well, maybe they had to grow and change.
Sometimes
and
if there's
learn
enough
perspective.
time has passed, then it's almost like completely restarting
Right.
over, which I can maybe get on board with.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
okay
yeah.
with time passing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
So a lot of time has passed in Adriana Lima's career.
Yeah.
It's been like she's been in like 18 Victoria's Secret
shows.
So
Fashion
now
shows.
that she is 36 and has, I guess,
She's 36?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Anyway, that's a whole other thing. But so
Genetics.
she has been faced now with a moral dilemma. Her friend recently texted her, and she said that she was unhappy with her body, and this gave Adriana like a kind of like a, I don't know.
she reflected in and went like, wait a second, this
Yeah.
is a different perspective.
Yeah, and I don't know why it took all this time for this to happen, considering she's been in the public eye, and I'm sure people write all the time. They're like, I wish I could look like you. I don't look like you. This can't be the first time someone has presented another opinion about how they have some sort of body dysmorphia or issues or insecurity or whatever it is. But so now she's thinking like, wait, like, I do actually feel this way a lot of the time. Like, will my job keep hiring me? Like, she has a standard to uphold. And, she, I think, is under so much scrutiny that she's finally saying everyone should embrace themselves. Nature is beautiful, natural, sexy. And she actually wants to make her, like, grandmother proud and her mother proud and, like, other women proud to be who they are and not have to live up to these standards. But I do kind of think it's weird, because it's like, but you've been that example for us for so long.
Also, it's like, you can't help the way you look, good or bad, or whatever you perceive to be good or bad. So, like, she looks the way she looks, like, that is perceived as positive for the most part.
I don't know that there's not some sort of divine intervention that goes into this. Like, her one job is to look good. So I would say she probably has a fear of looking bad and probably works out her whole day and has a trainer and has a nutritionist. And, like,
Sure.
They do, like, you see all these articles and stories about like the model workout and how they prep for the Victoria's Secret fashion
Yeah,
show
so
where
my
they don't eat
question
for a
is
week
she
before.
not going to do that then? If she's like, I want to embrace being natural. Like,
Well, she's not going to post sexy, naked. She's not going to get naked anymore for nothing. It's got to be for a real good reason.
Has she ever done it for nothing?
What's a real good
pretty
reason?
sure. I'm pretty sure she's been getting like massive paychecks. I'm personally a little confused about her message. I totally agree though that
I
like
just wish that it was like,
I think she.
fine. I'm happy we got there, and it's sending a message if she really sticks to it. And if the reason that she ever takes off her clothes is because $1 zillion is going to go to the puppies or to
Only the puppies.
babies
Only
with
puppies. No
cancer
cats.
or cats or
No cats.
Kittens.
No, I mean,
Danny.
no cats. What?
Kittens, I'm okay with. No
Okay,
cats.
fine. Well,
Dogs.
you know they grow up to be cats.
Yeah, I just want them when they're young. Can we cryogenically freeze animals young? Have we figured that out?
Oh my
yet?
god! If I could have a perma kitten, that would be amazing.
Well, maybe that's what this charity will be for.
Maybe she will. Maybe she will get
Perma-kitten
naked
charity.
for perma kitten breeding, and
Heard it
that
here.
is a good cause. But yes, I see what she's saying, and she's also saying like there's so much pressure put on women to look a certain way.
Even in dating, I
Yeah,
mean,
don't you- I mean-
we compare ourselves to other girls that we know people are swiping against and seeing, or like even in relationships, people get insecure. They're like, oh, well, you looked at her and she's 20 pounds less than I am, or she has a different hair, or something.
Her eyes are.
Two of them.
These sound like they're coming from stories from recent history.
No, I'm happy to have two eyes. I don't know.
Yeah. No, but
And the
it is.
hair.
There's a lot. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
totally different standard. Even like we talk about personally, and it's an opinion, but like, oh, men look so good when they age with their wrinkles and their gray hair.
Yeah.
Like it's very distinct. But like, I will even fully be like, my fucking hair looks stupid when it's gray. I need to dye it. I have gray things coming in my head. Like,
Or
it's
no
not
one
cute.
will ever love me.
And I can't. Like, women are supposed to stay like young and beautiful, and men are allowed to like get old and wrinkly.
Or are they? Do you feel that
I
you might
mean-
face that same dilemma?
You know what's crazy? I was talking to my girlfriend about this the other day. That I kind of want like a little bit of gray. Like I want the wisdom, the Clooney speckle, just in my beard, or even
Yeah.
just got a little. I'm okay with it.
But
I
it's
kinda
not
love
cute
it.
on a woman though.
I've never been a woman.
Not very many women can wear it beautifully.
No,
Yeah,
just Cruella
and
de
I've
Vil.
never dated a woman that has gray hairs, I guess, or that I know of.
Well, they
do.
dye them.
It's
Oh,
just,
okay.
yeah.
But there's something. I like natural beauty is a big thing to me,
Mm-hmm.
and so if that's something that happens naturally, like if it doesn't make you comfortable, then like and you have the means to do something about it. Like if that's what you want to do. But I would never pressure a girl or make her feel or add to that. I'll support her in her decision.
But do you think your eyes would like to look at that? Is that attractive to you?
Your two eyes.
You know what's crazy? You can be really honest with you.
Yes, of course.
In the last couple years, and the girl I'm dating now, I had this revelation a few months before I met her. I've always chased, kind of like what Jessica was talking about, the wrong kind of human. And when I realized what it really was, it was chasing, it was something in me. It wasn't them. Like, yeah, I was dating some people that were doing stupid things, but also like there was something in me that I was insecure about. I wasn't valuing myself all the way.
Yeah.
And when I've really got down and figured that out, I met someone that is unbelievable. And so when I look at her and what I've fallen in love with her is who she is inside. Of course, she's stunning and beautiful, but it's inside that is really like rocked my world in a way that no other girl I've ever met has. And so, yeah, I'm sure things will change, but like there's Adriana Limas of the world that, of course, she's like a whole different level of
Yeah.
whatever. But what I find beautiful, and this sounds so cliche, but it really is, like once I really found out like and figured out what it is that I want and need and what I bring to the table and what that marriage of those personalities looks like. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of excited for the aging process. Like you watch movies
Yeah.
like The Notebook, but like some of that stuff is real. Like
Yeah.
you meet, like my parents are a couple like that they're
Yeah.
still madly in love.
What?
So are her
How many
parents. 33. It'll be 34 in April 11th.
That's a great
Means
example.
You're younger than 34.
I am 33.
Samesies almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
a good
the
age.
same year Jesus was when he died.
But you
It's gonna be a great year.
are alive.
Live and well.
You have two eyes.
And I have two eyes.
That
Same
works.
color.
For you.
I don't know. I'm kind of excited
Yeah,
to like,
that's nice. That's
to
great.
grow old with somebody. They talk about that, and I it sounds dumb when we were little. It was like, oh, that's what old people do. And now I'm kind of like, that's all I want to do.
Those damn old people growing old.
The more
Yeah.
I grow up, the more I'm like, the middle of Montana with like a cabin in space sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know, it just
well, you look
my
like you
family.
might have just come from there in your
This,
ensemble.
I bought this like 4 days ago.
You're
It's
very-
the comfiest shirt I've ever
You're
bought.
very
super
lumbersexual right now.
Lumbersexual is a word I've never heard, and I'm going to use
What?
it. Siri, Trademark lumbersexual real quick.
Nope, already been done.
That's a thing.
Dang it.
But
It also makes no sense. It means that you like lumber in a sexual way. If you actually
break it down.
Right, but because the English language has been butchered, we take part in that every day.
Yeah.
But yeah, it doesn't make
I'm a
any
proud
sense.
lumbersexual.
Metrosexual, how does that make sense?
you're like a sexual city.
Right.
I don't know.
Not a real thing.
Am I metrosexual? I get called metrosexual. Am I metrosexual?
I think yeah, but lumbersexual is like the rugged version of a metro.
all the rage.
So I'm
it's like
metrosexual
still-
with a beard.
you're just
And-
lumbersexual.
yeah,
Right
I
now,
don't
you're lumbersexual.
No, well, you have a combo going with the ripped jeans and the
and the
sneaks.
sockless shoes.
You know what? You're you, which is all you can be.
be all you can be.
I
Like the army.
the army.
See what? That was good. I didn't think you were gonna get that.
I was celebrating inside.
Very good.
You
Cheers
guys
to
are
that
amazing.
with our complicated mugs.
Thank you.
I mean, she's
afar.
we said this on our last show, but I just need to tell you because it's so good. She's the worst with saying. She gets none of them right. And the other day she said to me, it's like he pulled the wool right out from under her.
Oh, that's
I'm like,
fantastic.
no.
You are a character in a movie. You are a character in a really good chick
Like
flick.
dead fucking serious in the middle of a story about her friend that was dating this guy that did this horrible thing because that's all we fucking talk about, and like literally had tears like welling up in her eyes for her friend, like, and he pulled the wool right out from under her. I'm like, nope,
I was really upset
not
about
it.
the wool.
It's definitely the wool over the eyes, the rug from underneath.
I kind
but
of love
no.
that. Don't ever change.
Okay,
Don't
thank you. I'm gonna
D-E-C.
really try.
Don't ever change. Have the best summer ever.
Yeah, don't ever with
Don't
an
ever,
A.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of getting things wrong,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that happen around the holiday times
Yes.
that people don't really know the origin.
Yeah,
about.
there's-
It's confusing, and also, you have this girlfriend now. Are you excited to like go find some mistletoe and kiss under it?
Yeah, we haven't done that yet.
What?
We are going. I'm actually taking her to Nebraska Wednesday morning to meet my parents.
You always go back
Whoa.
to meet your parents. I love that about you. You're very family oriented.
I always go back to my parents, but I have not taken a lot of girls to meet my parents.
Okay, well, no, I wasn't saying that, but you're with your family a lot.
Yeah,
so it's
yeah.
a big
That.
deal for you.
Yeah. So this is a big deal. I haven't brought a girl home in. Oh, I keep leaning off camera. Sorry. It's been a couple years, and I'm really really excited about it. So yeah, I think we'll do all the Christmas.
Well, if you
things.
kiss under the mistletoe, just know that the mistletoe is a parasitic plant.
I'm sorry. What?
It attaches itself to other plants and sucks the nutrients out of it. Did you not know that?
Why are we celebrating this plant?
But
yeah, do you know what else about this mistletoe?
No, I know nothing about mistletoe.
Clearly, we'll educate you guys.
Educate me. My history of the mistletoe is very complicated. I threw that in for you guys.
Well,
but the Europeans at one time also considered it like a plant of like
fertility and
fertility.
vitality.
Yeah, so that maybe is why people want to kiss under it.
Yeah, so you kiss and like eat one of the berries, and then if there are no berries left, you stop kissing.
That's how it all started. That's why you kiss under the mistletoe. You just do these things. You don't even know why. This is why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know why you put a Christmas tree inside your house?
No.
Neither does anybody else. Because
Yeah, you just do it.
Vikings in Scandinavia thought that evergreens were the special plant of the sun god Balder. Never heard of that guy
No.
before because bald.
Yeah.
So Germany is credited with starting the Christmas tree tradition. But also the 16th century Christians decided, like, well, let's take this exciting tree inside. Who needs to
like,
leave it
My
outside for
decorate
face right now,
Balder?
I'm
Yeah.
getting my mind blown right
Yeah,
now. These are things I
they
had no
bring the
idea.
trees in and they decorate them. There's a whole bunch of them. The other one that's really good that we're going to touch on this one is Santa Claus. First of all,
That
Santa
guy.
Claus was
Santa
actually
Claus.
invented by Coca-Cola, but he came from other like folklore. Basically, there was like a Sinterklaas that
Which was a
used
bad
to-
guy.
Which was he used
Not
to
good.
Sinterklaas was like a guy. I guess he would be sort of like someone who would come and like it was like sort of to like put fear into the children, like to make sure that they were behaving, which is sort of where you get where this is all coming from. But it was more of a negative thing. And this Sinterklaas person was known to like beat kids with canes and sacks.
What the heck?
So that's probably where the candy cane came from, and the sack that Santa holds, and like he sees you when you're sleeping. But
yeah,
Coke,
that one's creepy.
Coke
Yeah,
turned
naughty
it
and
in.
nice,
Coke,
so-
yeah, Coke turned it into a money-making extravaganza,
And
that's
made
where
him
we are.
super cute.
Super
and, like,
cute,
jolly. and
Although you wouldn't
fat.
date him.
Yes, I would. I
You
love
would-
him. He
Santa?
brings gifts and he's
Who's the
jolly
best
and-
Santa Claus in any movie you've ever seen?
Oh,
I just saw. It's not who I think is the best, but it's coming to mind because I just saw Fred Claus, and
Wait, who
Vince
played-
Vaughn was
oh.
pretty funny.
Was he?
As Santa
yeah.
Claus's brother?
Paul
Yeah.
Giamatti is Santa.
Yeah.
Ooh, he's a good one. I'm a
Yeah.
Tim Allen fan.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wasn't. I wanted to be, but I'm
You
not.
call this a little wait? I love.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
no.
was cute. It was
I
cute.
thought.
Can't wait
I
to
mean,
watch
Vince Vaughn. He was pretty good.
All right.
I love Vince Vaughn,
Yeah.
and I love that movie. But okay, so now we need to know what's been up with you lately. You told us you have a girlfriend now.
Yeah. How long have you guys been
Yeah.
dating? by
And
the
how
way?
did you meet? Tell us both.
So I tell people this because just for the shock value, we actually met on Instagram, but it's not what you think. So I know she had followed some people that knew me, and I'd followed some people that knew her, and so it was kind of like mutual friends that spoke well of her, and some people that spoke well of me to her, and so she had followed me. I was kind of seeing somebody else at the time, and so I saw it come through, and I kind of didn't really pay attention to it because I wanted to try to be a good guy. I was like, this is a really cute girl. Like so I didn't follow her back. I'd broken up with this other girl, and then, she would like my photos, and I was like, all right, so I follow her back, like, a little bit after that. And there's, the little, like, we're liking here and there. But it wasn't until January 1st, actually, of this year, was the first time we ever talked.
Oh.
And we've talked every day since. I replied to a little Instagram story. I was in New York with a buddy of mine, Kelly Bowman, shout out, I love you forever. But he encouraged me, he's like, bro, just, like, message her, because I was, like, showing him her. He's like, just message her. So I did, and that was January 1st, 2017.
Wait, so when
You
did you go on
slid
your first
into the
date?
DMs.
Well, so she lives in Australia.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, which also makes it sound worse. So when I'm like, we met on Instagram and she lives in Australia, people are like, I'm sorry, are you getting catfished? What's good? No, she lives there. And so we were just kind of messaging, and she told me she wasn't looking for anything. She's not interested. So we just kind of kept chatting and became friends.
What? Why'd she go through all that trouble of following and liking and?
I think she was considering a move to LA before she told me this. I didn't know this till recently,
Oh.
but she had been kind of like considering a move to LA, and so she was like, "What? Like people are doing cool things in LA." What? She just was like scrolling through stalking people she knew in LA, their friends, and I
Okay.
came up.
Connecting.
Yeah, through Chad Veach and Rich Wilkerson Jr. I don't know if you know, they're two guys involved in kind of like the church world.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, long story short, she followed me. We were talking, and then she finally told me, she's like, "Well, I'm coming out to LA for 6 weeks," and I'm like, "Wait, what?
Come again?
Come again? Say that one more time." So we had planned to like go to church and go to lunch.
By the way, the same church that Justin and Selena go to.
Thanks for dropping that in.
It's in the news.
It's in the news.
I didn't know.
Oh, all of his social media posts are with them.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway.
I didn't.
Carry
That's what I
on.
said. They're wonderful people.
Yes.
They really are.
Sorry.
No, you're good. So long story short, she came to LA. We only had plans to go to church once and go to lunch after. And she texted me from inside the plane when I had left my weekend open just in case. I knew she was
That was
coming.
smart.
Aw, that's
Yeah,
cute.
but like we didn't have plans. She lands on a Friday night at like 6. She texts me from inside the plane. She's like, "Hey, I just landed. I don't have any plans. Just wondered if you're free tonight." And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." I set up this like whole huge awesome date.
Aw.
And yeah, we went to Malibu the next day, and it was kind of like hit it off. But the hard part was we had no plan to move anywhere. Like I wasn't planning to move to Australia.
Right.
She wasn't planning to move here. So she left after 6 weeks. I had fallen head over heels for her, and it was kind of like, it is what it is. Like, what do we do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we tried, and it was obviously really hard without, like, how far do you walk down that path?
Yeah.
But also, I want to protect, not just my heart, but like her heart. Like, what if we fall in love and then
That's a really far path, also from
Yeah.
here to Australia.
It is.
it's 9,762 miles or something like that, 65 miles. So it's really, trust me, I've looked at it a lot of times. He's looking surprised. It's a lot of times. I would sit there and look at my map and just be like, she's that far? Yeah.
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 I'm getting really sappy. Yeah, let me wrap this up. Long story
No,
short,
yeah.
we broke it off because we didn't have any. So we broke it off for the summer, did our own thing. And you ever seen Good Will Hunting?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know the very last scene?
How about them apples?
Well, yeah,
Right
that's a
before,
great
right.
scene too.
Yeah.
No, the one where Robin Williams opens a note from Matt Damon
Oh.
because he's not there, and it said, "I had to go see about a girl."
Yeah.
I had to go see about a girl. I literally bought a ticket, flew to Australia because I had to figure it out.
Oh.
And I landed there on my birthday, spent my birthday with her, and I knew right away. So I told her parents my intentions on that trip, and we've been dating ever since.
And that's been how long since this?
that was August 24th
Okay.
that I landed there. So she just got here last week. We spent a week here, and then we go to Nebraska. on Wednesday.
Amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
but so now is there any end in sight for this long distance?
Yeah. So she's moving to LA this summer.
Great.
She's an artist, and she's a brilliant artist. Brilliant. And she's doing this huge art project for the city of Perth. She's from Perth, Australia.
That's where
And-
Heath Ledger's from.
That's right. I actually watched the documentary about Heath on the way to see her, to kind of get like
I
some
really loved
Perth
him a
memories.
lot.
Oh,
I
he was-
know.
I miss him.
I know. Isn't that weird?
It's still weird to me.
Yeah.
He was one of my faves.
Yeah.
Same.
Is still, but
Yeah.
So she'll come here this summer. She has to do this like big art. Sorry about the ice. Art installation, which will take till May. It's like a 6-month.
What kind
installation.
of? Is she a painter?
Yeah. What's
Painter. She does portraits, like real life portraitures. Like
Oh,
so she
wow.
could like paint you, and it's like realistic.
has she
real life.
painted you?
I just found out she's doing one for Christmas.
Wait, also, this feels a little like.
Paint me like one of your French
Titanic.
girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. I knew right where you were
Are you
going.
gonna?
with that.
I was
Are you
never
gonna
gonna get it
unbutton?
right
Are you
either.
gonna unbutton?
All
your
clothes are
shirt,
staying on, Mom.
lay on a couch with a
Scout's
necklace,
honor.
a big ass necklace on
I
you?
will someday.
And you're never gonna let go. And
Hello.
you're not gonna really let go because that fucking shit bugs me. She's like, I'll never let go. Rip your cold, icy hands off the door and let you go in the ocean. There was plenty of room on that door for Jack. He could have jumped on. I don't get it.
Do you think when we get to heaven, we'll be able to watch different things from history, like movies? Like, will we be able to be like, show us the real last scene from the end of Titanic?
Like that, what happened IRL, not from the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad. Do you really want to see that?
Some of it, yeah. Like, I want to know what history was
I-
actually
you know what's
like.
kind of
so funny
fascinating,
to me
right?
that people like we just did, or we have a friend that we interview often, Michael Rosenbaum, and he does a podcast from inside of his house called Inside of You. And if you haven't listened to his podcast, Inside of You, listen to it. It's hysterical.
Yeah.
Michael has on his mantle a huge Titanic, and I'm like, you do realize, like, it's so funny that people put those things out.
sad ending.
I'm like, it's like a it's like a watery grave
Yeah,
for thousands of
actually.
people, and you're like, look at this on my
Look
mantle.
at this beautiful thing.
It's like
Yeah, that's
weird,
interesting.
right?
That is
How
interesting.
people like turn it into that.
Like, unless he like wants to remember a lost family member, like maybe Jack was his.
It is
uncle.
it is a fascinating story though, because it
Totally.
was like the most opulent, beautiful ship, and everyone on there just thought like nothing bad was ever gonna happen, and then she fucking let go of
Well,
Jack.
loose lips,
Sink
ships.
ships.
Is that how it goes?
I don't know.
I think there
it's
might
right.
be a word missing.
No, I think it's right.
Okay.
Loose lips
You would think
sink
it's right.
ships. That's
I-
right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Woo!
Ding ding. Can we get a
Team
one
effort.
for Jen Golden?
Yes, Jen Golden, that's
Thank you. I think we should start keeping score of these
You
things.
will
So thanks.
be sad if we do that.
Because I will always lose.
Yeah, you're gonna pull the wool right out from under yourself on that one.
That was so good, Lauren.
I know. It just,
Dang it, that
it's
was
never
good.
gonna
Put that on
get
your
old.
highlight reel.
My boyfriend fell down the stairs this weekend. Okay, I'm sorry. This is some things just I don't know when it's gonna stop being funny, but we oh my god, I'm so sorry. He keeps looking at me like I'm insane because I will laugh like 400 times throughout the day, like, and he's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I had a little too much to drink, and it was like 4 a.m. or something. He got up to go to the bathroom, and I could hear him walking, like, you know, and then I heard the 1 step, 2 step. It was like boom, boom, and then it was do 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 do.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. And I was like waiting, and then he just walked back in bed, and I was like, I guess he's fine. And the next morning he woke up, he's like, my wrist hurts so bad.
Oh my.
What did you do? I just want to know. It's never not going to be funny.
It
to
happens
me.
to the best
I'm
of us.
like,
That's a
it's
great story.
going to be amazing. If you could have heard the noise,
And
like,
now forever, I feel like if he gets out of bed, you'll be like,
oh my god,
Have a
I'm gonna
nice
be like,
trip.
yeah, I'm like, even tonight, he's a huge Patriots fan, and we're gonna get into your football, but he's like, Tom Brady is shitting the bed tonight, and I'm like, maybe he got drunk and fell downstairs going to the bathroom and hurt his wrist, and he was like,
This
are
is
you
amazing.
ever gonna stop?
you will tie it back into
I'm
anything
never
you can.
gonna let go of the wool out from under you
Well,
either.
it's fine.
So
I'm
there's
okay
You
just
should
some things-
embellish it and like add things since
Yeah.
he was drinking that he won't remember.
Yeah.
So if you tell it in front of his
Yeah.
friends at the bar, it's like gets crazier every
Yeah,
time.
it
Oh,
gets
that's
crazier
good. Just
every
reinvent
time.
the story.
Wait, okay, so now tell us what you do for the Chargers. Speaking of football and Tom Brady, who we've mentioned 700 times already.
Did they win tonight, by the way?
No,
Did-
I don't think they did. I mean, it's not over yet, but it's not good.
I saw the score. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I saw the
It's-
score in the fourth quarter. Yeah.
I mean,
Eek.
somebody on the Dolphins keeps intercepting every pass
Oh,
that
I'm
Tom
a
Brady
Dolphins
is-
fan, I think.
Yeah, well, they're not doing well, and the
They
Dolphins
never
are-
do well.
and they're not very. The Dolphins are not very good, so it's like, what
They
is
haven't been
happening?
really good in a really long time.
But are the Chargers? How did this all?
Yeah.
Tell us how this all.
Yeah, this was a wild, really cool thing that happened kind of out of nowhere, and it's been awesome, especially now that we're winning and we're tied for first place in the AFC. We may have a playoff game at home.
I mean,
At a
that's-
little tiny soccer stadium in Carson, California. Which could be
Weird,
cool. Yeah, because
right?
we play where the Galaxy play.
Yeah.
So it's 27,000 seats compared to like where the Rams play right now. There's 90,000 seats.
Crazy.
And also, since LA is such a melting pot, by the way, like the Dolphins, when we played the Dolphins, like 40% of the stadium was Dolphins fans. So when like the Dolphins do something
right.
good, it's almost as loud as when the Chargers. At least that's how it was. Now that we're winning, like this last weekend or what's today? Monday. Yesterday felt like a home game. We played the Redskins. Finally felt like like chants are starting in the middle of the stands and people are like really on board with what's happening with the Chargers, which is really cool. I had a friend who was helping the fan experience side of what the Chargers are new to LA. They are a year behind the Rams. So the Rams had garnered a little bit of the fan base in LA. There's a lot of people that want to be NFL fans. A lot of new fans that have no idea who they're going to root for. So they're kind of like bandwagon fans. And so when the Chargers, they're a year behind. They came a year later than the Rams. And so they were trying really hard to develop, like, what can we do to get people on board? And so not every team has an in-stadium or in-arena host. But they were like, this is something we want to do. We hired the guy from the Seahawks, who have one of the best fan bases in the NFL. His name's Mark. And so he came down, and he was like, we have to have a host. And the team and company they put together that they hired and team they put together, it's a small group of people to basically figure out what is the identity and brand of the Chargers. One of the guys in the room I've known, we've worked together since 2009.
Wow.
Like, I've hosted a million things for him. And so as soon as they said host, he's like, I already know your guy. Like, I have a guy so I've hosted for the last 4 Super Bowls. This one in February will be my 5th Super Bowl.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you have done that. So you've already just like been in that world slightly.
Yeah.
Or the
It's like
biggest
you
day of that
slid
world,
into the Charger DMs.
I slid into the Charger D. I kind of came in the backwards way, which is really kind of cool because sports are something I played in college. I played my whole life. I still play.
Sounds like a dream job.
It's a dream job. Are you kidding me? It's incredible. My girlfriend got to come yesterday, and see me for the first time ever host anything and see me
Awesome.
do what I do. And,
Yeah.
But it was, so he put my name forward. I still had to audition, but I skipped past the first couple hundred people they looked at, which is kind of cool. And they put me into the final round, which was one of the more intimidating auditions I've had. in my
I
life.
was just scared for you.
Yo, get this. They sent me the script. Like, my sides were 12 pages, and it was like single typed. Every scenario you can think of that happens in a game. Like, here on section 2222, and DirecTV is going to give away $10,000 if you can name how many toppings you could possibly get. Whatever it is. Like,
You
did
get the
that,
job.
all the way down to like interviewing the quarterback on the field and talking to the coaches.
Whoa.
I
And
didn't realize it was so extensive.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
I-
a lot of different
I
things
write
that
like
can
5
happen.
scripts a game live in real time, and they have to read. So there's a lot of different scenarios and type of hosting within the stadium.
Wow.
We do digital content beforehand, so I'm there like 4 hours before game. And yeah. So anyways, they
Jeez.
give me my audition is 12 pages. I go to the StubHub Center. There's like 15 to 20 people in, business women and men in suits, and these women in like power dresses sitting in the shaded stands. Yeah, with like cocktails or whatever. They had coffees and like beverages, just chilling. And there's 4 of us that made it this final round, 2 guys, 2 girls. And I'm down on the field. All the video screens are on. My voice is through the entire stadium speakers. So when I parked, I heard one of the guys before me auditioning from like 2 parking lots away.
Shut the fuck up.
So I was just like, oh God, that's exactly going to be me in like 7 minutes.
Ugh.
Just joking. I was earlier than that. But so
Good for you.
Yeah. So I did
Good.
the whole thing, and I remember asking the lady behind the camera, and I was like, just a quick question: would it behoove me to not have these in my hand? Because they didn't tell me I could or couldn't. They just
Yeah.
told me to come. They didn't tell me what to wear. So it was a little like very. So long story short, I asked her if I should not look at him. She goes, "Well, did you see the guy before you?" He was holding them up like this and like reading them into the camera.
Oh.
Luckily, I had like recorded my voice and played it over like a song for like 5 days while I was working out, so I knew it like the
Yeah.
back of my hand.
I did that once for a play.
Oh, it works. It's
Yeah,
one of my
it
favorite
does
things
help.
for big auditions. Like that are long. I do that. So I turn it over, lay it face on the ground, nailed it. Like, you know that feeling when you go to audition and you just there's
Yeah,
nothing
you know.
else.
Yeah.
That was that audition.
That's
Best audition.
amazing.
Like
I've
when
had.
you met your girlfriend, you just knew.
And then I came to find out afterwards, and she didn't know this. My great aunt is the she's one of, not CEO. She's the what are the other ones?
CFO?
She's one of
COO?
those. She's the COO of the Chargers.
What?
So I'm sitting at dinner with my grandpa, and I was like, "So I have some news for you. I'm blah blah. I'm the host for that. I just got this." And he goes, "Chargers." He goes, "You know who works for the Chargers?" I know. He goes, "Your great aunt Kathy, or Jeannie. I'm sorry, not Kathy. Kathy's her sister. Your great aunt Jeannie." And I was like, "Who I've never met."
Yeah.
So my first day, the Chargers, they're like, "Hey, Danny, this is Jeannie Bunk." So like, "Hey, Jeannie, my name's Danny Hoyt." And I go, "George Hoyt is my grandfather." She was like, "I'm sorry, what?" No clue. So
How have you never met?
we had no idea. She had no part in the audition process. Like, I just
Yeah.
happened to get it. So now that I have it and we're in the family, she's like, we're going to keep this in the family forever.
Hell
my
yes.
God.
Yeah, it's cool. So
Oh my God,
That's
I love
really
that.
awesome.
Do you
Yeah.
think taking a date to a sporting event is a good idea?
if you have, if that person is awesome, it's a great idea. If that person is not a good person, it's a bad idea.
Then any date is a bad idea. with
Yeah.
that
No, I
knowledge.
mean this in
How
a
do you
backwards
know?
way because my girlfriend knows nothing about football. And she came and had the best time because she supported me because she's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, fine.
if-
And also, football games are fun. Come on.
yeah, well, yeah, we're a fun stadium. Not every football game, we're a fun stadium.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they're an awesome person, like they should support you no matter what. Like she knows nothing about it, but she had a blast.
That's fun.
Okay, well, putting your girlfriend aside for one quick second, we're going to play Fuck, Marry, Kill
Uh oh, here we go.
real quick
Yes.
with hot NFL wives.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Why not?
Yeah.
All right. Jesse James Decker, Gisele Bündchen, Kristen Cavallari.
Marry, fuck, kill.
I'm going to give me the 3 one more time.
Jesse James Decker.
Yep. Kill.
Oh, Gisele
Uh,
and Kristen Cavallari.
no, kill Cavallari.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, but I would hang out with Decker's wife for a night if they
Okay.
weren't married. And Gisele Bündchen, I would hang
I
out
would probably
hang out for the rest
I
of
think
my
I
life.
would do
Okay.
the same thing.
Yeah, I'm with
Did
you
you see
there.
Tom Brady's picture? He is a savage. A couple weeks ago, it was her laying
Oh, yes.
flat out in a bikini like this.
He's like, sun's out, buns out.
Sun's out. Yeah, and it was just her, like, as hot as could possibly be, like a Greek goddess.
Yeah,
whatever
well,
whatever her
I think she's
ethnicity-
Brazilian.
But when you're the greatest of all time.
Of all time.
Then you
Savage.
marry-
Yeah. I don't know if
Gisele.
I'd want to be called a goat.
But it's.
I know what it stands for.
I didn't
but
know
it
what that
sounds
meant for the long time.
stupid.
I was
I
gonna
Googled
Google
it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, well, everyone's saying it. I'm not going to ask. So
Yeah.
I'm going to Google. I'm going to
Somebody-
ask my friend Google.
I think it was Stuart Scott, rest in peace, that said it on Sports Center, and I was
Oh.
like, what is he calling Michael Jordan the GOAT for? Why is he a GOAT?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
No.
is he just really dependable? And
Yeah.
like,
He might have cloven hooves. Maybe.
Maybe.
Who knows? I don't know. That
and
could
those
be a
are
good thing.
cool animals and
They
stuff.
stick to the sides of things with those puppies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
So you have Christmas approaching, and you're bringing your lady home.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you already get her presents?
You know what? I took her today, and we balled out.
What?
I took
You
her
took her shopping?
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you take her to 14
What?
carats?
This is
Just
amazing.
asking.
Not yet, but we.
Well, you don't have to get like the big thing there. There's other things at that store.
So today was one of her presents. I wanted her. When she didn't know this, I'm surprising her. We have a photo shoot on the beach tomorrow, so I wanted her to have like a dope. So Caleb came with us for a little bit too. We got
You
her.
go everywhere, Caleb.
Yeah, you're nice. That's
Bring
nice.
Caleb to work and
He's
photo
like the
shoot
best
day.
my
wingman
road
ever.
dog.
He's yeah.
He's also private security. It's my first time I've ever hired a security guard.
I like it.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Don't.
But he is available for hire to be a security
Okay,
guard.
great.
Sweet.
We might need you soon.
Yeah, so that was one, but there's a couple other things I have up my
That you don't want to
sleeve.
say because then you don't want to give them
She
up.
may be
right?
watching. She's
Yes.
supportive like that.
Well, she's the best.
I mean, she sounds like she's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Well, since you were balling out today and doing that thing, we are going to play a quick game with you
Okay.
that is along those lines.
Yeah, because
Lauren.
it is a man's world, or is it? Gender roles still might be a real thing, but lately there's been a little bit of a shift. And since you are in the sports and media world, which is basically run by men and,
or your great aunt.
Or my
your
great aunt. Yep, there's one in
or
there.
her, you're kind of like hip to the game. So we are going to list some famous athletes and their celebrity wives, and you are going to tell us who made more money,
Ooh.
the man or the woman,
Okay.
in a game we call Battle of the Sexes.
Yes.
All right.
It's a good game.
Aaron Andrews
Uh-huh.
and NHL's Jarrett Stoll.
Only reason I know this is because I looked at his contract when they got married because I was curious about this, and it's
Yeah.
Aaron Andrews for sure.
Yeah, like by a lot.
By a lot.
Good job.
By
Well,
a
you should
landslide.
drink in celebration of your
Yes.
win there.
Yeah.
Celebrate that, and good luck to Aaron Andrews because that's yeah.
What?
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 Nothing.
Oh my God, he's drinking. Is there a sex scandal?
Oh no, I didn't mean that. I meant props to Aaron, not good luck. Like I said,
Oh.
like good for.
Oh.
Sorry,
Oh.
said the wrong
We
word.
were like-
that could have been bad. I didn't mean it like that.
Because we've been
Okay.
covering
Props.
a lot of what's
Good
been going on, so we're
for
like,
Aaron
oh,
Andrews.
sports.
Got a little nervous.
Yeah.
But yeah.
When I looked, I was like, why are they looking at me? Oh, I said good luck, not good for. Good
Yeah.
for Aaron Andrews.
Aaron
She's-
Andrews,
she's
good for you.
incredible.
But someone
Okay.
who might need some luck. Cristiano Ronaldo and Georgina Rodriguez.
Cristiano.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
doesn't
'cause
even.
Does she have a job?
No, we threw
She
that
gets
in as
allowance probably.
Cristiano for sure.
Yeah. Okay, what about Russell Wilson and Ciara?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Mm-hmm. They bought a house a couple years ago that's like one of the most expensive houses in LA somewhere. I heard this. But I don't know if does that come from Russ's paychecks? I think Ciara. If I had to guess, I'm gonna go Ciara.
Well, it's Russell Wilson with 87.6 million, and she makes 20. So she's not too shabby, but he is taking it to the cleaners.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What about Carrie Underwood and Mike Fisher?
That's got to be Carrie. That's got to be Carrie. I remember watching her on American Idol. I remember when Simon said, "You're gonna win this and sell more records than anybody." in the
I
history of this."
remember seeing that too.
I remember watching. I
And
didn't miss an
being
episode
like,
for a couple years.
Somebody stop crimping her hair, please. But yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
And
she
yes.
needed it. Well, they all got wardrobe
No, they
upgrades
all-
and
yeah.
things
Do you
like
think
that.
she would have been discovered if she wasn't on that show? By the way,
No, she would
How?
have been like a.
I
isn't that
don't know
wild? And
how.
she's like going to be one of the best ever.
She
Yeah.
sings the Monday Night Football song.
And Utah, there, I like that.
Yeah.
You guys are good.
But yes,
We
you're
do
right.
research
Carrie
and stuff.
Underwood,
Carrie.
85 mil. Mike Fisher, 30.
What does Mike Fisher do?
He is an NHL player.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what about Jessica Simpson and former NFL's Eric Johnson?
I think Jess is still bringing in money from royalties. I'm gonna go with Jess.
Well,
Yeah.
and her clothing lines and her shoe
Yeah, all of
line.
her things. So she
I don't know what all she
allegedly has a net worth of $150 million.
Are you kidding me?
And he has a net worth of $100,000.
Is that not
And
insane?
it sounds so small when you say it back to back. Like $100,000 is a lot of money.
That's what we found, but
Yeah.
I don't know if that's correct.
Okay.
Good for him. I said it right this time.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck to him.
Yeah.
Good for him. Yeah.
Okay, so what about this one? Gisele and Tom Brady.
This is probably the hardest one you've said yet. Tom is gonna. Okay, so Tom has his book. He has some sponsorships. Gisele has money. Probably. I'm gonna go Tom on this one.
Gisele by a lot.
By
Like-
a lot.
like- so much.
360 million, and he's 26.5.
No, he's got to be way more. 26.5 just from the Patriots. Like,
But
if you count Gatorade
Tom
and all that.
Brady. Tom Brady is known for giving up like a higher paycheck
Yeah.
for his team in order to let other players on the team make more money too.
That's true. That's
So
true.
He outwardly says that. So he might just be.
Even though if you add in his sponsorships, there's no way he's coming close to Gisele if she's got that number. That's
360.
insane.
She's also like everywhere. She's not just Victoria's Secret. I mean,
Yeah.
she's just like
Yeah.
all over.
I think she's like the highest paid model ever. So.
Well,
Please
last
God,
one.
never let them break up. Okay.
No, right. That would really crush me.
That would be horrible.
Okay, last one. David Beckham and Victoria Beckham.
Literally no idea. I know that he's part of the group that bought, starting LAFC next year and with the Marlins. But I think the Spice Girls still make a ridiculous amount of money, plus all of her stuff she does in like fashion and makeup. I have literally no clue. Do I have to guess? I'm gonna go Victoria.
Yeah.
Just because I like when women outdo the men.
Well, in this case, they are tied
Really?
for a whopping
Yeah,
$450 million each.
Now this is doing some research, and we hope this is correct. But we had a hard time finding any other knowledge that said different. It seems like they both have
Oh
the same.
my
Yeah, I
God.
know, which is not good for them.
I
also.
want them to adopt me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah,
Hello.
that would be
It's
nice.
pretty wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well-
now you guys know.
Yeah, now
Can I
you
have some
know.
more tequila?
And if you don't know,
When I
now you
think about
know.
my
Yeah,
life?
well, we I know we'll pour you some as we're wrapping up right now because
Wow.
we are wrapping up. Thank you very much for coming in. We're so
Yeah.
happy to hear about your wonderful relationship and the story behind it and how you guys like. I like the story that you told to go back to the beginning of our show and we're like, oh well, if you broke up and then you're getting back together, this is a little different. You guys like met and like took a second and then came back together. It
But you
wasn't
also
like-
did the responsible
Yes.
taking of a second
Yes.
because you didn't think it could work, and then you realized that you want it to work, so
Yeah.
you made it work.
You weren't afraid to let go. It wasn't like a broken thing. You were just letting go to see. And now look where you are. What a great, great ending. to
It's
the story.
complicated, but not in the way most things are complicated.
No.
It's complicated just
Right.
because she's
Just because of distance.
Distance.
But that
a
can
different
be fixed.
continent.
yeah,
Yeah.
that, like
gonna be
really
fixed.
far, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
furthest.
Now you're going to be able to throw a football and she'll be able to catch it in the
You
end
guys are
zone.
your beats and your rhythm are so good. I mean, you've been doing this a long time, but you guys are really good together.
It's like a
This is fun.
choreographed ballet.
Thank
That's
you.
what we like
Thank
to say.
you.
Yeah, you
One
guys are
day
awesome.
we too will work for the other sports.
We will, I don't know what, maybe we'll be a WAG or something.
We will be wags.
Hey, listen, I mean,
Women
my
and
boyfriend-
girlfriends in sports.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's
wives.
wives and girlfriends.
Whatever.
Of,
I didn't
don't
know what that
know
was.
anything.
I thought this was like an ode to the kitten thing earlier
no,
somehow.
WAG is a
perma
wife.
kittens.
Yeah,
Oh.
yes. And those two. Oh, I hope I get
Starting
one
a
for
new
Christmas.
charity brought to you by
Yes.
Adriana Lima's
Thank you.
No Longer Naked Body.
Naked Body.
I would
Sad.
watch you guys talk about anything. You guys are a blast.
Thank you. Well, we are trying our best to spread our talking abilities to the masses.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Yeah,
Merry
we'll give
Christmas.
you the gift of us
And
every
also,
week here
if
on
people wanna
AfterBuzz
keep
TV.
if people want to watch you and find you, because you're also the gift that keeps on giving, where can they find you?
Oh, you're the best. Just Danny Hoyt, my name.
Okay.
Twitter and Instagram. Is
And then
where
they
I'm most
can they so when you're doing your Chargers live hosting and stuff, obviously if you're at the event they can see you, but is that anywhere? Does
Digital.
that
You
live
said
anywhere?
that there's
Yeah.
some digital content.
Yeah, I don't know. So we have I don't know what's going to happen with all the digital content we've shot, but right now it's a lot of, most of what we do is live.
Yeah.
And we'll be at Super Bowl 51 or 52. Is it 52 now? 52, my goodness, in Minnesota
Ugh.
in a couple weeks.
Yeah. So
Oh
excited.
my
yeah,
God,
that's-
it is a couple weeks because Christmas is going to go
Yeah,
by.
February.
New
It's
like
Year's
five,
high.
5 weeks away already.
It's already like June.
in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
So.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
but Twitter and Instagram, that's the best place.
Okay,
Danny
great.
Hoyt.
Sweet.
All
Yeah.
right. Well, thank you so
We're
much.
gonna-
Thank you guys for having
We're
me.
going to stalk you and see cute pictures of you and your
Oh my God, we
girlfriend.
can't wait to see your beach photo shoot.
I'm
yeah.
going to post a photo with you two first.
Okay,
Uh,
great.
yeah,
All
can't
right.
wait.
Well, where can everyone find you, Jen?
You guys can find me at Jennifer Golden. That is Jennifer with one N, one F. You know what? It's because invitations have been going missing because people have been putting 2 F's in my name, Lauren.
It's not true.
Rest in peace, Jen the Jew.
Exactly.
R.I.P. Jen the Jew.
Instagram
And you can
handles.
find me at Lauren Leonelli on all the social medias as well. And we will see you guys next week. We have
Romy Divac.
Yeah, she is a jewelry designer, and her stuff's like amazing, and it's all comes from love, and it's just going to be amazing. So tune in next week for that. Follow us on all the socials, rate, comment, tell a friend, like all of those things at Complicated Show. We will see you guys next week.
Love you a long time.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.